Hello, it's me again, Emily. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's reading, we'll be looking into what's blocking your growth. And this is like a follow-on from what's unlocking in your life reading. So that's due to come up in April. I'm not sure if I'll upload this video straight after this reading or I'll post it at the end of April or the beginning of May, but whichever one, just take it as a continuation of that reading. And this is a timeless reading, so you can watch it anytime you like, and hopefully it will resonate with you at that moment in time. All right. So if you'd like to see more from me, don't forget to like, comment, to tell me what you thought of this reading, and subscribe to see more from me and to support my channel. All right, so as usual, I wrote down some messages for each of your groups, but I wasn't gonna write any messages. I just brought my notepad with me and I sat down and I thought, you know what, I'm not going to write any messages, but if anything comes through, it will come through. And the messages came through. I wanted to see if I wanted to do like a specific reading. So what's blocking your love life, what's blocking your career, what's blocking your finances. But I thought, you know what, I feel like doing it all together. So let's see what pops up and just put it to your situation that you're going through right now. All right, so we have 3 groups over here for you to choose. So we have group 1, group 2, and group 3. Take your time to choose which group is for you. Choose more than one group if you wish. If you don't hear a message in your group for you, continue watching until the end of your reading, as a message may pop up. But if not, choose a different group. Deep breaths in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4 to choose which group is for you. Timestamps will be in the description box, and let's get to group 1. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. So this is your what's blocking your growth reading, and as usual, I wrote down some messages for your group. But it's only like a small amount of writing because I just saw one thing and I thought, you know what, let me just go into it when I'm reading for your group. So this reading is a continuation from what's unlocking in your life reading. That's probably going to be the reading before this reading, or I'm going to post this reading later on in the month or in May. So just maybe look for it if you can't find it. Okay, so let's read your messages. If you don't resonate with these messages, continue watching with your cards. So group 1, I'm seeing a bird, a dove to be specific. Okay, so birds represent freedom, they represent not being tied down to anything, not even judging yourself for wanting freedom, because birds are just free because they can fly. They are only stuck, they are only trapped if humans come along and they're like, oh, that's pretty that's a pretty bird. Let me kind of put them in a cage. Let me train them. Let me do this. Let me do that. And I'll keep track of them wherever they fly off so I know where they are. And I'm kind of getting this energy of a relationship actually. So if you're in a relationship, you have to keep messaging your person. You have to tell them where you are. You have to keep them updating on your life. And it kind of feels like, oh, is this going to be me for the rest of my life? Oh, is this going to be blah, 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 blah. But with those thoughts, I feel like maybe it's a mindset shift that has to happen. Maybe this isn't just to do with a relationship. Maybe this is to do with, I don't know, family, or this is to do with work or something like that. Just take it as like some kind of structure keeping you in the one place, or keeping you from going out of line, going out of that box. So if it's a relationship, it's the messaging your person to say where you are, what's going on, and checking in on them. If it's a job, then it's like, oh, I've got to go to the same place every day. Oh, and I've got to make small talk with my other people who work there. Or if it's family, oh, I've got to tell them where I'm going. I've got to let them know that I'm safe. And it's kind of like, maybe you feel stuck within that kind of structure because you don't, I feel like you want to drop off the face of the earth, and like, you know those memes where it's like the female urge to run off and start a new life. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting for your group. It's like, oh, I don't want to be in this relationship. I want to be traveling here, there, and everywhere. I don't want to be in this job. I want to be a digital nomad, or I want to go off grid and start my own thing. Oh, I don't want to be a part of this family. I just want to be a lone wolf. And then that means you were the black sheep of the family, you know? So it's kind of like this energy of wanting freedom from everything and everyone, and not having to answer to anyone, and not just living at your own pace, living by your own means, not being told what to do. But I love that though. Is that like what's blocking your growth? Who knows? Maybe it's just like a mindset shift that has to happen so that you feel comfortable in those relationships and in those kind of structures. Or it's about you breaking free from those structures, and that's what's blocking your growth. Take it as it resonates, what matches with your life right now. And I saw as dove to be specific, and doves are white, which means purity, which means starting afresh, starting from a clean slate. You know, white is a clean color. White is kind of like, there's no spots, there's no black, there's no this. Like, white is to do with the clean slate and not having any past experiences, anyone to influence your decision making, which will turn the white into like gray specks, and then like adding different colors from this experience, from this person telling you what to do, from this, that, the other, and it kind of gets confusing. So I feel like you want a clean slate, group one. So let's go over to your tarot deck. I'm only going to use 3 decks today. And oh, what? Oh, did I just pick that up? Wow, that was trippy. I thought that was right. Anyway, yeah, so I'm only going to use 3 decks today, and we're going to use 3 cards from each deck. Okay, so, oh, that was a big sigh. So I feel like that wasn't a, like, I'm so done with this. It was kind of like a breath of fresh air. Like, okay, I'm free. I am not within limitations. Nothing's holding me back. I'm free. Okay, what? The 6 of Wands. There's literally a dove here. And there's a cage here. The dove was locked into the cage by this human. But now the dove has said, okay, I don't need to be locked in this cage. Have I been limiting my growth? Have I been limiting my mindset for so long that I haven't been able to fly? This could be even the cage that you put yourself in. Maybe you thought so long about something that is one way for so long that you've forgotten that there's multiple ways that something can be. So then that mindset shift sets you free in some way. Ooh. Wow, this is a powerful reading, because I really do feel like my mind is expanding while I'm reading. I feel like my brain is just like reaching new depths. Amazing. That fell out reversed. Okay, it wants to be upright. So we have the 4 of Chalices, Temperance, and the Fool that came out reversed while it wasn't showing its picture, but I kind of put it upright. Okay. And then at the bottom of the deck we have the Knight of Chalices, and then the 10 of Pentacles. All right, wow. And then at the very, very bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. And then we have a dove, guys. We can't make this up. So we have a white horse in the 4 of Chalices. We have the Temperance card, which is someone wearing a white dress. And then in this Fool card, we have a white dog and a white flower. You want to start on a clean slate. Wow. Anyway, yeah. So the Hierophant, it's all about structure. It's all about the things that is holding us in place. Rules, expectations, education. And then we have Temperance, which is associated with Sagittarius, which is all about freedom, freedom of thought, freedom to travel. And then we have the Fool here, which is all about freedom to travel as well. So the Fool is ruled by Aquarius, right? So Saturn or Uranus. And Uranus and Saturn, they're 2 opposites. So Saturn is all about restriction, it's all about rules, it's all about longevity as well. So it's all about the big lessons. And then Uranus, which is all about wanting to go against the grain. Uranus wants to flip things on its head, travel whenever they want, expand their mind. And then we have the Four of Chalices here, which is all about the imagination. You have a broad imagination. Wow, so maybe it really is the thought of you being in structures that is blocking your growth, and we need to make room for new things to come in, for you to make new friends, for you to allow things to flow more seamlessly, because there is a lot of flow here with the Temperance card. The Temperance is holding two cups and is kind of pouring one thing into the other, trying to make it compatible. So are you being distracted by trying to make something compatible in your energy that isn't supposed to be compatible? And you're trying to think, okay, when is enough is enough? I'm getting like you need to know when is enough so that you can do your own thing. I feel like implementing like small bouts of time where you do whatever you want to do, whether that's, I don't know, doing yoga in the morning or going traveling on the weekend, because maybe you have been stuck doing the monotonous things, doing what everyone else wants, the community wants. But there's the community and then there's you. You need to have a separation between everyone else and me. So this is everyone else and this is me. I have been doing what everyone else wants. I have been saying, feeling what everyone else wants me to feel, think. What do I want? You know, this cup has been giving to this Four of Chalices, and the Four of Chalices has been drinking, has been consuming, has been taken what has been given to him. But then he's kind of sat against this tree and he's kind of thinking, wow, what does my dream life look like? What do I want for myself? Who am I really outside of what is being handed to me? And I feel like it's important to dream up your dream life so that you can move towards it without feeling like you are bound by what everyone else wants. You're bound by the rules. You're bound by what you have learned, because we have the Hierophant here, which is learnt behavior from the past, learnt behavior from our family. Learnt behavior from our family. Learnt behavior from school, learnt behavior from societal norms. But what do you want? What do I want? What do I want? How can I move through life with this new way of being, with this new way of thinking, with these new rules that I'm bringing up onto myself? Like, how are other people going to react to this new me? I'm getting this new me energy. I'm getting the Fergie song, got a new attitude, got a new hairdo. Wait a minute, let me Google that song. I feel like there's a whole unapologetic feeling that you need to step into, because when you are doing what the world wants you to do, when you're doing what your family wants you to do, when you are living your life outside of what you want, it could feel like, oh wow, you are a good person, you are a good girl, a good boy, you are living life the way you're meant to be living. But once you step outside of what is meant for you, based on what society says that is meant for you, and you step into what you want to do, then I'm getting like the Fergie song, Like It Ain't Nothing. So I'm going to read you the lyrics now. This song is basically Fergie being unapologetic about who she is, what she's doing, how she's talking. So let me just read it. I kill him if I show him my birthday suit. I kill him when I roll up in my Mercy coupe. I don't mean to show off. I don't mean to flash. I don't mean to be the head in the boss. I didn't mean to buy the whole damn bar. I didn't mean to spend it like what it cost. I didn't mean to whip out the keys to the city. I didn't mean to dress so fresh and pretty. Yeah, it's like, I didn't mean to show up on it. I didn't mean to be the baddest bee in the building, but that's what you are becoming. And it's like, the pressures of society is holding that part of you back from you. Who do you want to become, group one? And slowly become that. See how it fits with you with the temperance. So it's like, take that you that you want to become out for a spin. How does that sit with you? And then slowly become that new you day by day. Implement that into your daily routine, and then you will become that person. Maybe it's not what everyone is used to, but who cares? You know, everyone is so lost in the matrix. You need to step outside of the matrix. Wow. All right. Okay. So let's go over to your oracle cards. We have hat. You guys, you will be playing a different role. Putting on the different hats day by day. You are putting on the hat of future you, who you are becoming, and then you will become that person. It's no longer going to become a hat that you just wear on a daily basis. You become the hat. You are the hat. You are that new person. Oh, bag, something important such as a new job or raise. And bat, take care, enemies are working against you. I feel like you just need to jump out of this bag. I feel like your life is the bag and you are inside of this bag. It's like living inside of a bubble. Do you know on the Simpsons movie? Have you ever watched the Simpsons movie where they're all in a dome? And I don't know, I can't remember why they are in the dome, but they were all living inside of the dome. Living their life normally, doing what they should be doing in that dome, living according to what is acceptable in the dome. But then there were a few people who were trying to get out of the dome because they wanted to see what was outside of the dome. So you need to step outside of the dome. And you know what I just realized as I was talking? I was seeing that each card has a word that has 3 letters: bat, hat, bag. And what they all have in common is that they have A in the middle. Wow. And anyway, yeah, so, and I feel like the A being in between each letter is kind of like a comfort zone. Have you become too comfortable in society's rules? And in that comfort, it's like you're sitting against the tree wondering, oh, how will my life look like 10 years from now? Like, oh, I wish I was this person, I wish I was that, but I'm here and that's fine. But no, it's not fine, group one. You need to step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone, because the enemy is the dome. That's the enemy working against you. The enemy is structure, rules, all of that. But once you step outside of that, you may be seen as the enemy because you are going against the grain, but that's fine. You can live with that. What's the worst that can happen? And let's get to your astrology cards. Gosh, I love this energy, group one. I feel like maybe you'll be seen as going off the rails or doing things that is unacceptable. We have Capricorn, going by the book, following the rules, structure, Libra, and Venus, and also the Sun. You want your freedom. The Sun is free. The Sun doesn't do what it's told. The Sun doesn't need to be told to shine. And you don't need to follow the rules, basically, group one. The rules are an illusion. rules are an illusion to keep people in place. Obviously, there are rules in society that need to be upheld, because then there'll be anarchy, then there'll be this, that, the other happening, and we can't allow that to happen. But obviously live within reason. I don't know why I had to say that, but anyway, yes. Venus, doing what you love, what makes you feel comfortable, but also living within your means too, because Capricorn is sensible. Capricorn doesn't go all out because they have set plans, and that's why you need to wear this future you hat on a daily basis. Like each day, set a time and be like, okay, I'm gonna do this because my future self would want to be doing this, so I'll do this for this allotted time, and then I'll go back to being the person who everyone else knows me to be, until I get this balance of this is me and this is everyone else. And you know, that's, they're just gonna have to live with it, I guess. And with the Temperance card and the Libra card with the scale, it's all about getting the right getting the right balance, getting the right mixture of this is the old me and this is the new me, and being able to follow through with the two. You know, it's going to take time with Capricorn. Capricorn doesn't just do something and then, oh, look, it's done the next day. No, it's going to take some time to get to a place where you're comfortable being this new you, you know, and the new you that you love, adore, and feel very comfortable with Libra. Because if the scales are off balance, that's uncomfortable. If the scales are in balance, you've reached an equilibrium. This is me, this is you. I'm getting like boundaries. Know your boundaries with other people, because other people will tell you who you are. Other people will say, no, this is where you belong, so you're going to stay there. And you could be like, oh, you could be miserable. You could be like thinking, oh, but I want this, I want that. But who said you need to follow what everyone else says? Just because they've lived a longer life than you, because they've been successful at following the rules all their life, so then you must follow the rules. But I'm getting like, you are the trailblazer. You are low-key the black sheep of the family group. Group one. Not everyone will approve of these changes, but that's their problem, not yours. Oh yeah, so that is what I'm seeing for your group one. I love this energy of freedom, of you wanting to do what you want to do, and just living your life the way that you want it to be lived. All right, so that is what's blocking you, group one. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi group 2, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. So this is your What's Blocking Your Growth reading. So as usual, I wrote down some messages for your group. But before that, I just want to say, before this reading, there was the What's Unlocking in Your Life reading. So maybe you'd like to go and watch that. I don't know if it's going to be like literally just before this reading, or I'm going to post this reading later on in April or in May, but still go back and look for it. Maybe they can link into each other. So before I get into your cards, I'll just read these messages. If you don't resonate with these messages, continue watching with your cards. So group 2, I'm seeing a room, but I didn't know how to put that energy into words. I will describe what I'm seeing. But I wasn't seeing this at first. It was just the room that I was seeing. But I will read this now. Do you know when you're playing on your Xbox or other gaming console and you're seeing from the character's point of view, they look down and they see their hands, their feet, etc. But we don't see their face unless we're picking the character. They don't have feelings or thoughts. They do what they are told. I'm getting an energy of dissociation and living on autopilot. I'm getting an energy of dissociation where, you know, things are happening around you. It's kind of like an out-of-body experience where you're seeing that you are living this life, but is it really you? kind of feeling. Like you see yourself, you know that you're alive, but is this really life? And that's kind of like living on autopilot, where you're going to work, you're going home and you're eating dinner, you're watching television, you go to sleep, wake up. It's the same thing over and over again, which causes you to live on autopilot, which is blocking your growth. And kind of like deviate from routine every once in a while, or even every day. Like take a walk through a park, or go to a nice restaurant, call your friend, go on a weekend trip. A breakup from routine is healthy for your mental health and for your dissociation, because then when you are in a different environment, you can't be on autopilot. You have to be aware of your surroundings, because you don't know where the supermarket is, you don't know where the bus stop is, for instance. So you got to be on the hunt for it. So then that means your eyes are open and you're feeling things differently, because you are opening yourself up to it. That was a difficult one to work through. So let's go into your cards. What's blocking your growth? What's blocking Group 2's growth? The Empress was... Okay, there we go. We have the Empress. Whoa. There's a quiet energy all of a sudden while I'm shuffling. So I'm just going to lean into that and see what that's about. The Hermit, quiet energy. Okay, the Knave of Chalices beneath the deck, or at the bottom of the deck. Maybe you spend a lot of time on your own. Are you an introvert, Group 2? Are you someone who doesn't like to talk a lot? Are you someone who's always exploring themselves, always doing that internal work? Or when they're out, you just sit in the corner and hope that you aren't noticed? That's the kind of energy I'm getting here. It's kind of like maybe you seem to fall under the radar, because I'm getting this kind of shyness here, and that's probably why I grew very quiet. Does anyone really know you, Group 2? Because of the cloak here. It's like, okay, I'm just going to fall under the radar. Hopefully nobody sees me. You know what I'm getting? Like maybe you kind of wear your hood up all the time, but I'm getting like it's time to put your hood down and start interacting with the world, because you've been in your own world for too long. And it's important to make different connections, because we go from kind of grey colours, darker tones, to brightness, the blue sky, the colourful clothing, and obviously you can't do this overnight. I'm getting like it's an energy of slowly working your way into that. That's kind of like the vibe of Group 1 as well, but different. But it's about slowly opening up to others. It's about showing people who you really are, and not shying away from socializing and parties and deep conversations. Or maybe it's the other way around, where you're constantly out and you're constantly connecting with other people, and it's like maybe you have neglected yourself. So it's about time that you do that internal work to figure out who you are, what you want, where you want to be. It's time to be a hermit and stay at home and not connect with others too much, so you're connecting with yourself. But take what resonates, because we can look at it from both sides. Maybe it's about reflecting on the relationship you have with your mother. Maybe your relationship with your mother is kind of blocking you. Or maybe it's about strengthening your relationship you have with your mother. So I'm getting like this either or kind of energy, this kind of flip-floppy energy. It could be this or it could be that. It could be this or it could be that. And it's like there's just so many questions to be asked. Oh, and that's with the Hermit. The Hermit always asks these bigger, deeper questions. So what's blocking you is the fact that maybe you aren't, or you are asking the deeper questions or the bigger questions. This is a very interesting energy, because I want to read this way, but then the other way is kind of attractive too. So which way do I go? Which way? Do you know what? I feel like I need more cards. Bear with me, group 2. We have the Knight of Wands. Damn, the energy of your reading is very, very quiet. I just feel like my mind is very quiet while I'm shuffling, very peaceful. Okay, there we go. The Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And then we have the World card. It's time to connect with the world, group 2. Instead of staying at home, the Queen of Pentacles is a very homely person. The Queen of Pentacles works from home and connects with people in different countries, because maybe she works online. And it's time to get out and about. The Knight of Wands loves to socialize. The Knight of Wands loves to make connections here, there, and everywhere. And then the relationships begin to deepen. Look at the amount of people in the Six of Wands. I feel like you need to connect with people on a deeper level, group 2. And ask the deeper questions to them. Like, I have many, many different journaling prompts that I have written because of my personal development group. I pull tarot cards for journaling prompts each meetup we have. And I can give you some journaling prompts if you ask me. Maybe email me or DM me on Instagram, or even comment in the comment section. Can I have a journaling prompt or two, or many? I don't know. And maybe I can shuffle cards for you for journaling prompts catered to you, so that you can ask these questions to yourself or to other people, so you can have deeper connections. Because maybe you don't know how to talk to people. Okay. Because you're introverted with the Hermit. Maybe you know how to talk to yourself. Maybe you know how to have the deeper conversations with yourself. But when it comes to talking to others, maybe small talk doesn't resonate with you. Maybe you kind of cringe at small talk, talking about the weather, talking about whatever is boring, and you want that deeper connection with people, but people don't know how to have those deeper connections. So then it should be up to you to form those deeper connections, so that they can see, wow, group 2 has depth to them, so I need to find that depth within myself. So then we can always have that connection. So how can you build deeper connections with people, group 2? Ask me for journaling prompts. Find questions online. Just questions are very important with your reading, group 2, because what's blocking you is your introversion. What's blocking you is the inability to form those deeper connections with people. It's the inability to show yourself for who you truly are. It's like who you are behind closed doors isn't who you are on the outside. Because how can I be that me at home with everyone else in the outside world? Well, it's time to take that you at home out for a spin in the outside world, because people will love you on getting here. You will find your people. It's like, what do you like to do at home that you can do on the outside? Find a club in it. If you like knitting at home, maybe you can find a knitting club. If you like watching movies at home, maybe you can find a film club. If you like reading books at home, maybe you can find a book club. There's so many clubs out there that is waiting for you to join. So go and do something that's outside of what you usually do. Go and talk about things that you usually don't talk about. And that's how you can make friends. That's how you can make different connections, make acquaintances. Because the Two of Chalices is all about friends. And I feel like the Knight of Wands is all about making acquaintances. Okay, so you can make friends and acquaintances in that sort of way. The world is your oyster group too. All right, so let's go over to your oracle cards. We have Teardrops Gate, great personal sorrow. Get out. That is kind of message I'm getting here. It's no use keeping the tears in, because then you won't be able to move on with your life. You won't be able to move forward from whatever's going on internally. But once you let your tears go, that's when you feel better. And that could be like an analogy for staying in. Staying at home is not allowing you to go anywhere. But when you go outside, that's when life starts to happen. That's when life can become more exciting for you. Wow. And then we have Bowl. Plenty of material things. Yeah, there's plenty of things out there for you, group 2. Rabbit. Too much concerns with actual matters. Maybe you're concerned about a couple of things, about the growth that you could potentially have, because I feel like you are very comfortable at home. I feel like you're very comfortable in being around your own things, being in your own energy, but you can grow when you step outside of your own energy, of what you are used to. So do that, and then you can grow. You won't feel blocked anymore. Don't block yourself from the abundance of being around so many different people. And then you can sort of navigate your way through small talk. You can navigate your way through different types of personalities. Even if you're just around a group of friends and you're sitting around silently, you can still learn from the different conversations that are being had. And it would be nice to be able to sit there in silence and not be bothered, even though you're around a group of people, because that group of people knows your heart and they know that this is you, you're a quiet person. So we aren't going to force you to be someone that you're not, to be loud, to be talkative, to be this, that, the other, because that's not you and they know it. They will accept you for who you are. Oh, cute. And then let's go over to your astrology card deck. I'd love if Cancer, the 4th house, not me making predictions about the cards coming out, but I'd love if the 4th house Cancer comes out. Maybe even Virgo. Let's see. Place your bets, guys. Oops. We have the dragon tail. Is that the south node or the Pisces? Did I say Pisces? I don't know. No, I didn't. I was thinking it. We have, guys, I got the 4th house. Let me Google. Is that south node? Because I always get mixed up between the south node and the north node. Okay, this is the south node. This is all about where you're coming from. This is about your past. Dragon. Oh, the south node in Pisces in the 4th house. Okay, so in the past, in your past life, or like in just like your past, you were someone who will get lost in their internal world. someone who was very comfortable in the fairy tale. So then that's kind of how you became the hermit, because of how comfortable you were like that. And the fourth house is to do with the home, staying at home, not doing things outside of your comfort zone, cooking at home, doing activities at home. It's like doing things that occupy your imagination in the past. But in the future, we don't want that to block us anymore, because that introversion is not what era of your life you are heading into. That's not the area of your life that you want to stay stuck in, because the South Node is the past. This is past energy, you know, and what's blocking you is you staying in the past energy. You know, we need to move into future energy. There's a lot more out there for you than the home, than knitting at home, reading books at home, watching movies at home. You can go to the cinema. You can go to a book club. You can go to a knitting club. I don't know. But join those clubs. Do things that are enjoyable to you. Meet new people. Talk about different things. And don't forget to ask me for journaling prompts in the comment section. And so that I can send it to you so you can ask the deeper questions to others. All right, yeah. So that is what I'm seeing for your group 2. I'll just reread these messages and that will be the end of your reading. So group 2, I'm seeing a room. I don't know how to put that into words, so I just left it at that. And then I will describe what I'm seeing. Do you know when you're playing on your Xbox or other gaming consoles and you're seeing from the character's point of view, they look down and they only see their hands, their feet, etc. But we can't see their face unless we're picking the character. They don't have feelings or thoughts. They do what they are told. I'm getting an energy of dissociation and living on autopilot. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for you, group 2. I hope you can move towards going outside more, move towards doing things that you love with others, all right? Because that will allow you to grow at an immense rate. Because look at all of that movement, all of that community, all of the people that want to know you. You will become very popular, even though maybe you're not saying anything, even though, you know, you're not doing too much to raise that attention. You'll have people there who will believe in you, who will love you for who you are. Oh, yes, that's something for you, group 2. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading. So this is your What's Blocking Your Growth reading. And the reading before is What's Unlocking in Your Life. These 2 readings will kind of interlink with each other, hopefully. So maybe watch that video and this video if you'd like to. I might post this reading straight after that reading, or I might post it at the end of April or the beginning of May. I'm not quite sure just yet, but yeah, feel free to watch that reading too. All right, so before we get into this reading, I will read your messages that I have written down, and if you don't resonate with these messages, continue watching with your cards. So group 3, my ear is ringing, but I didn't notice at first. Take some time to tap into yourself in silence. Do a body scan every day/night. No music, no social media, no texting, just you and your breath. I think that was a message I got from the last reading as well. And also, before I wrote anything, I wasn't getting any messages. I thought it's okay if I don't get anything. There's always next time. Just because you aren't feeling regulated, etc. right now, it doesn't mean that you'll feel like this forever. Connection to self or reconnection takes time and intention. Never forget, you'll always have yourself, even when no one is around on a deserted island. You will always have you. Be your own best friend, confident, lover, etc. first. The best relationship you can have is with yourself. I thought to myself, after writing this, wow, These are long messages for a reading that I didn't have any messages for when I first started shuffling. But yeah, so my ear was ringing. It was very subtle. So I was just shuffling and I thought, wow, I'm not getting any messages. But then I heard the ringing. So life can get busy, group 3. And what's blocking you is that maybe you get lost in the busyness of life, that you forget to listen to the subtleties of your body, the subtle feelings, the subtle nudges, the subtle ringing in your ear telling you something. And it's important that you need to listen to yourself before you listen to everyone outside of you, before you listen to the news, before you scroll on social media. What matters is that you are connected with yourself first, before you connect with the news, before you connect with social media, before you connect with absolutely everything that can possibly distract you. Get rid of all distractions, and what's left after all those distractions are gone? Pay attention to that. What's left after all those distractions are gone? Is it a scrambled mind? Is it a tired body? Is it an exhausted body? Is it burnout? What is it? Because that's blocking you right now. Wow, okay, so let's get into your cards. Oh, I don't know where that song came from, but there we go. Oh, I feel like singing a lot in your group, but I don't know what I'm going to sing, so I don't know. What's blocking group 3's growth? What's blocking group 3's growth? Why is the Sailor Moon song coming through? Finding love by the night. She's the one named Sailor Moon. She's always there for a friend. Then, you know what? Let me get the lyrics while I'm shuffling because the cards aren't coming out. Fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight, never running from a real fight. She is the one named Sailor Moon. She will never turn her back on a friend. She is always there to defend. She is the one whom we can depend. She is the one named Sailor. Sailor Venus, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Mars, Sailor Jupiter. With the secret powers also new to her, she is the one named Sailor Moon. Like, you're always there for everyone else. You're always there to handle an argument. You're always there to break up a fight. You're always there when work needs you. But are you even there for yourself, group 3? That is the question. Are you running from yourself? Or are you just the person that loves to help? Always the person you can rely on because you don't want to let people down. Oh, these cards do not want to come out. The Five of Pentacles really wants to come through, though. I keep seeing it. She will always be there for a friend. Always there to the very end. She is the one, Sailor Moon. Okay, there we go. Okay, Death card. We have the Knave of Swords. I'm getting a very big energy here. The Hierophant. We have the 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And wow, and then beneath that, 3 of Wands, 8 of Swords. You're always the one that other people can come to with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is just always there. You can rely on the priest to help you through crisis. This could be like maybe others see you as a counselor, others see you as a confidant, others see you as this. People see you as many kind of things. Do you know what I'm getting here? This is kind of reminding me of my own experience. So with my friends, I can be like a really, well, I am a very good listener. I have my own personal development group. I read tarot, obviously. I was a counselor. I was a counselor in training. I graduated from uni with a master's in counseling. Sometimes it's not with every person, but I want to be someone's friend. And then they start to say that, oh, you're my counselor. Oh, you're my mentor. Oh, you're my this. You're my that. But hold on, I'm your friend. Yes, I'm a good listener. I know that I'm a qualified counselor. I'm a tarot reader. I'm many things. But then when a friend tells me, oh, you're my counselor, oh, you're my mentor, it kind of makes me feel a bit, well, I'm not reading about myself, obviously, but this is my experience, but it makes me feel, do you not see me as me? Do you not see me as a friend? Instead of saying, oh, you're my good friend, it's always counselor. Well, not always, sometimes counselor, mentor, teacher, blah, 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 this, that, the other. And I have many titles. But are we friends? Because I thought we were friends. But maybe somehow the boundaries were blurred and I somehow became the counselor, the mentor, the teacher, because I do listen to you. I do kind of guide you, lead you into the right direction, because I'm hearing that you are saying this, but then that doesn't match with your actions. You know, are you saying this because your family wants this for you, or are you saying this because you want this for you? And that in turn could make me seem like a mentor or a counselor, and it's kind of like, who am I outside of being a counselor and a mentor? But this is who I am, you know, so how can I become someone different? I am just me. I am just being who I am. And maybe that could be what you're going through. Like people or your friends are seeing you as a counselor, as a mentor, as this, that, the other, as whatever labeled, fill in the blanks. But you want to be seen as someone else, and it kind of, you know, you want to be seen as more than that. It's like kind of putting you in a box somehow. What's blocking you is that you want to be changed in how you are viewed, because you aren't just this, that, the other. You are you. You know, you are just this one person who is a friend, who is a sister, brother, auntie, whoever, but everyone else is seeing you as different. I don't know if I'm projecting right now, but now that's the kind of message that came through, and I just wanted to share that. So let me know if that's what you are experiencing right now or not. But let's move on. I'm going to move this card over here because I feel like it's going to be easier to read. Wow, that's better. Maybe tradition is blocking you right now because maybe you have a flexible mindset. Maybe you want to go with the flow and you want things to change, but the structure is holding you back a bit. You want to broaden your mind. You want to open your mind outside of what you are used to. Maybe you feel very stuck. Maybe you feel like, oh, I'm really stuck. Do you want to move house? Do you want to move countries? Do you want to expand your mind somehow? Because there's an element of stuckness and not seeing things in their full potential, in their full aspects. Maybe you need to shift your mindset a little bit. Shifting your mindset a little bit will help you grow a lot, because, you know, structure, the past, if different events could have happened that has kind of locked you in place, that has kind of burnt you out, that has exhausted you, tired you out maybe, and a change needs to happen, a switch up needs to happen, so that your mind can be cleared with the Knave of Swords. Clarity needs to happen, not quite like the Ace of Swords where you have like this new idea, this new thought. It's kind of like just having a clear mind, just for the sake of having a clear mind, just for the ease of it, so you can think clearly, you can think straight, because you're not thinking straight in the Ten of Swords energy. You're kind of at rock bottom. You're thinking this and that and this and that and this has happened and this has happened, and it's kind of gotten you down. It's hurt you. So maybe seeing a counselor can help you. Maybe even finding your own community, like a church or like a club of some sort, like a structure, some kind of structure will help. Maybe you need to go to university. Like I said, I had a master's. I have a master's in counseling. Maybe you need to seek higher education. Maybe go to church. Because we have a priest in these two cards. Maybe dive deeper into your religion or your spiritual practices, your spiritual knowledge. Do some research about it. You know, it's just so that you're informed. I feel like what's blocking you is that you aren't well informed at this time. So inform yourself on many things. There's a whole internet to explore. Do your research so that you can make decisions, so that you're not in, I'm getting like analysis paralysis. Analysis paralysis with the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Swords. You need to find a balance in your mind so that you are comfortable. You have a better mindset so that you can sleep at night better. Wow, yeah. I'm getting like you need to have a change of mind. And how you can change your mind is through research. It's through learning. It's about allowing things to change, because a lot of change happens in life, and it's about accepting. Acceptance is key here. Do you need to accept something in your life? Do you need to forgive yourself or others about something that has happened? Because with forgiveness breeds change. With acceptance breeds change on a mental level. And it could even create change on a physical level, because you changed your mindset. You changed your thoughts about a thing. So then that changes your actions, which changes your environment. Because you're thinking differently. Maybe you're going to rearrange your home. Maybe you're going to, I don't know, change your wardrobe. Who knows? But a shift and a change is needed. Group 3. All right, so let's go to your oracle cards. We have Horseshoe, good luck. Imprint. I'm getting the message of an imprint. Something has imprinted heavily onto you. And it's like, what are you going to do with that imprint? Are you going to accept that it's there, as I said before? Are you going to forgive yourself and others, or others? You know, and then we have Mountain Road, you are on the road to success. And then Younger Woman, dealings or a relationship with a young woman. Again, it's about changing the relationship you have with yourself, changing the relationship you have with a certain structure. Maybe school has left you burnt out. Maybe you are researching for school. Maybe you are, dealing with other students. But all of this dealing is helping you move forward, even though it may seem difficult with the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Swords as well. Even though it may feel like you are stuck and like you're not going anywhere, you are going on anywhere. And you know what I'm getting the message of is in healing, when you feel like you're not going anywhere and you feel like you've reached a block, I feel like that's when real change happens internally. that's when the healing really starts to work, because maybe you feel like you've reached a block, but it's not really a block. It's a hurdle that you can jump over. It's a hurdle that, hurdles are there for a reason. So this hurdle is something for you to work through, and then that's the next level of your healing complete. And that's kind of like the blockage here with the Ten of Swords. That is the hurdle. What hurdle are you trying to overcome right now? Because you will overcome it, I'm seeing. Maybe you need help from a younger person, maybe someone with dark hair, someone who has a strange fashion sense is what I'm getting. I'm getting Aquarius energy here. Someone who dresses differently, someone who talks differently, someone who's a little out there. So let's go over to your astrology cards. We have... Oh my gosh, I forgot to use the charms with everyone. I don't know why I'm suddenly remembering the charms. Actually, I did use... I don't know. I'll use it for you then, because I just remembered. Let's see. The charms are right in front of me in the bag. So we have Venus, Sailor Venus, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Mars. Let's see if any of the other planets come through, because that would be so funny. Let's see. Because we did have the Sailor Moon song come up at the beginning of your reading. So we have Sagittarius, huh? And then we have Saturn, the 7th house. I was saying with Aquarius energy that is ruled by Uranus, I was going to say, but then I was like, no, forget about it. I was saying that Aquarius energy plus the Hierophant, this is all about structure, but then Aquarius wants to do what they want. With the younger woman, and I said that they'll maybe dress quirkily. It's all about what's blocking you is your inability to be yourself at this moment because of burnout. Because of not knowing where to go, what to do, how to do it, that blockage in your mind, the inability to flow in the mind. And it's kind of like, what will make you feel like you're in flow? Because death is all about flow. There's a flow to life. There is life, and then there is death. And then there's everything in between that we must fight for, that we must live for, that we must fight for, And I'm getting this energy of, I don't know where this energy is going. I don't know where this message is going, but we're going with it, okay? Yeah, so that's your reading. You don't know where this is going, where this is taking you. But then we have Saturn and Hierophant, which is all about knowing what you're doing, where you're going, how you're doing it. But then with Aquarius, it's all about, I'm just doing me. I'm living authentically to who I am. So, what is this message? Wait a second. You can live authentically to who you are, yet still follow certain rules, follow certain structures, without it dampening who you are as a person. You can still be you, but stick to something. You can still be your quirky self, your exuberant self, but still get to where you want to be, still get what you want. What's blocking you is your mindset right now, and the fact that you are burnt out. But with Sagittarius here, there is an arrow, a bow and arrow, and this is all about setting your intentions and then moving towards it. But also, Sagittarius doesn't like to be confined, doesn't like to be in a box. Oh, there we go with Aquarius energy again. It doesn't like to be in a box. So schedule in some time to travel, schedule in some time to do your research and do all the things that will satisfy your urges to to travel, to do all these different things, but still you can always come back and what you have left will still be there. And then you will come back with a fresh mindset and not feel burnt out anymore. You need to lean into your comfort, lean into what you love, lean into the goodness in life, because we can't go all hard all the time, because that leads to burnout. We need to have a nice balance between work and play. To prevent burnout is to play and to work and to meet friends and to go to counseling. Everything needs to fit into your life, group 3. And there's only so many hours in the day, so we have to live our lives still. I don't know where these messages are going, group 3. I feel like these messages were all over the place. Maybe when I'm editing, then I'll be able to see where I'm going with this. But anyway, let's go over to your charms. I really don't think I did this for group 1. I probably did. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, let's go. We have the rocket ship. It's giving quirky energy with the rocket. Got a rocket in my pocket and I'm ready to go. Apple. And sand. And then we have the fire extinguisher. Okay. Interesting. So what's blocking? Burnout is blocking you, definitely, because we have the rocket, where the rocket can take off with a lot of fire, with a lot of smoke, and then they're ready to go. But then we have a fire extinguisher here, and this fire extinguisher is blocking the rocket from flying off into space, and what will prevent this fire extinguisher from putting out this fire? It is to get regular maintenance. Regular maintenance means good night's sleep. Regular maintenance means talking to a friend. Regular maintenance for you means going to a counselor, whatever you need to do to stop your fire from going out. Group 3, you need to do that, because we need to, just like a rocket ship, just like engines or what have you, they need regular updates, they need regular maintenance, and so do we as people. We need regular maintenance. We need to upkeep our mental health, our physical health, spiritual health, emotional health. And what can you do to prevent burnout is to eat healthily too. Eat an apple a day will keep the doctor away, group 3. Yeah. So what can you do to keep the doctor away? Eat an apple a day. Eat fresh vegetables, fruits. Eat whole meals, good meals that will feed your soul. And then you can build a bigger and better you that can move forward without burning out constantly all the time. Because I feel like you'll remember this for a long time with the imprint I was talking about earlier. Because I feel like this may be the deepest burnout you've ever felt. And then I feel like this will imprint in your brain. And it's like, I can't allow myself to get to this stage ever again. So what can I do to implement healthy strategies to allow myself to flourish constantly and not burn out anymore, because it's not a nice space to be in? Wow. Yeah. How can you shine like the sun? Yeah. You need to be shining constantly. Yeah. And then we have the moon, Sailor Moon. Wow. All right, yeah, so you need a good balance, group 3, in your life, so that you're not blocking yourself. All right, yeah, so that is what I'm seeing for your group anyway. Group 3, the messages were quite clunky and all over the place. I kind of felt like I wasn't getting to the point much, but yeah, that is what I'm seeing anyway. I'll reread these messages and that will be the end of your reading. So group 3, my ear is ringing but I didn't notice it at first. Take some time to tap into yourself in silence. Do a body scan every day/night. No music, no social media, no texting, just you and your breath. Also, before I wrote anything, I wasn't getting any messages. I thought to myself, it's okay if I don't get anything. There's always next time. Just because you aren't feeling regulated, etc. right now, it doesn't mean that you'll feel like this forever. Connection to self or reconnection takes time and intention. Never forget you'll always have yourself. Even when there's no one around on a deserted island, you will always have you. Be your own best friend, confidant, lover, etc. first. The best relationship you can have is with yourself, all right? Yeah, so that is what I'm seeing for you, group 3. Thank you for watching if you made it to the end. I know it was a very clunky reading, but thank you for being here anyway. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.